So, okay, so I just finished with bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then bars 7 and 8. We just have this little, alright, and that's just kind of like another one of those, like, you know, aside kind of licks, like, you know, it's kind of at the end of the phrase to fill some space. And what I'm doing here is we've got this A chord, and I'm sliding into that major third, playing the 5th on the 2nd string, the 5th fret, sliding back into the 3rd again from below, and then the 7th fret on the 4th and 5th strings. Right. Now remember that, you know, you're either bending that up to that minor third that way, you know, or you're doing the piano thing where you're coming into it and actually fretting the note. To go down into it doesn't sound very bluesy. If I versus, you know, or that way versus, I don't know, it just doesn't really work for me. You're not going to hear it that way quite as much. Now we get into the 9th bar over the 5 chord, and we're going to come up to an area of the neck that I haven't really used too much in terms of solo ideas, and this is actually kind of another B.B. King area that and the lick that we're going to play is going to be starting on the 11th fret 3rd string, which is an F sharp, the 10th fret 2nd string, and then we're going to take the 12th fret 1st string, we're going to bend it a step and a half, which is all the way up to this G, and then 10, or 12, 10, 13 on the 2nd string, 11 on the 3rd string, and then we're going to end the phrase on the 10th fret 2nd string, which is the root, that's the A. So we have, it's a little bit cleaner next time. So it's over the 5 chord, and then over the 4 chord, just a blues scale lick. What I'm doing right there is I've moved down into the 8th position. I've got my 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 10th fret, and then I'm playing on the 1st string 8, 10, 11, 10, 8, back to the 10th and 8th frets on the 2nd string, the 9th fret on the 3rd string, and then 5th fret 3rd string, and then the root on the 7th fret 4th string, and I'm ending the phrase with the octave 5th fret 1st string. Alright, and then the very last phrase, kind of like a little turnaround. I'm once again really outlining this major chord sound. Let's see, 1. Alright, so right there, over this A chord again, we're sliding up into the C sharp, which is the 3rd, and then on the 2nd string, 5, 7, 5 on the 1st string, 5 on the 2nd string, 7 on the 3rd string, which is the 4th, 5 on the 2nd string, then I'm sliding up into 6 from below, and then 7 on the 4th string, and then I'm just walking chromatically up into the 5 chord on the 5th string, 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret, and I'm also adding this note right here at 7th fret 3rd string, which also makes it's the 7th of the 5 chord. Okay, I'm going to see if I can play through this. I actually wrote this solo out for this to try and illustrate these things, and it doesn't necessarily flow as well as like if I was just improvising over something, but it kind of gives you a bunch of vocabulary and a certain amount of structure. So it works for that, but it, you know, is what it is. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully, as you were hearing that, you could kind of hear the 12-bar blues chord progression changing underneath the line. I'm playing licks or ideas that are roughly outlining the chord changes. I'm not doing it in a real jazzy fashion where I've got... I'm not doing that sort of thing where it's just continuous arpeggios or chord ideas. I'm just really trying to very roughly outline the 1/4 chord change with the minor and major sounds. When we talk about this, obviously we're talking about the minor scale off of the A in the A blues, and then the major scale off of the A in the A blues. Really, there's always, with all of these lessons, there is written notation. If you're getting this on YouTube, go ahead and click on the more info, and that'll take you on a link to my site, and it'll have a PDF you can download and print out, and be a lot easier to kind of follow your way through this stuff. And it'll have links to other lessons and scales.